Good morning. So I'm out here today and the weather is so beautiful. I just finished up a really good meditation. Um, and my meditation was actually the motivation and inspiration for this video today. I know that I needed to do another video, but I wasn't going to force it because forcing it is just not fun and it's not of my nature. So today, I guess this is just one of the Loc Lessons. And I have my little breakfast out here. And I am outside, so it might get noise from time to time. And there were some birds fighting, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait till they're done with the little brawl so I can come out here and talk. But today my meditation is focused around love and loving myself and being kind and embracing all of my emotions and just being open, having that open heart. And if I do all of these things, then I can give a little bit better back to the world, because I mean, if I'm full of hate and my heart is closed and I don't even love myself, that's kind of why people are hateful, because they don't have any love for themselves, so they're just projecting that hate that they feel for themselves out onto other people. So although I was in the process of learning this before I grew locks, I feel like the locks solidified this lesson to love myself more, because I mean, I'll admit, I'm sure not everybody who has locks has such a spiritual experience. Some people just got locks. I don't know, but this is my story, and this is what I feel about my locks. I'm not saying that your locks will teach you a lesson. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But if you believe, it's all about believing. If you don't believe in something, then it's pointless to even open your ears to it, especially if you're not open to it. If you're open to it, then yes. But if you're not, don't even come ruin the party. But yeah, when I first started locks, I don't even know how this came upon me. I know I didn't want to do my hair anymore. I know I was in a state of, I love my natural hair, but I did not want to spend time doing it every morning, doing the product things, because I know that it would contain a lot of work. So, yeah, I didn't want to do that. So finding locks was kind of like another way for me to keep growing and loving my hair while not doing it. So in the midst of these locks growing, I didn't realize how much of a love I was starting to grow for myself in general. More so loving myself as I am. I'm not saying that you can't love yourself and then want to change things, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But for me, loving myself really meant loving myself as I am, like not trying to change anything. And if I am trying to change something, make sure it's for myself. And I'm not changing myself to fit in with the masses or to look like this person because that body is nice or because I love their hairstyle. I mean, not because I love their hairstyle, but because I want to imitate somebody else. So I want to be the embodiment of someone else. So there the birds go. My brothers and sisters of the earth, animals of the earth, chill. But yeah, I just wanted to love myself as I was. And locks helped me do that even more, because now it's like this hair is growing and it's growing and it's doing its thing, and I don't have to worry about that. Most of the time when we're worried about how we look, our hair will go into play, and I feel good to not have to focus so much on my hair. Like it's fine. And I don't really groom them much either, because like I said, I want my hair to stay pretty thick, and I'm just not a fan of my edges being super thin, because like I said, I had that I was conditioned to think that my edges were thin because of all the perms. So just keep my edges as they are. But I've loved myself so much since I've gotten these locks. My body hair is growing here and there, and I'm not feeling the budge to just go ahead and do it. I'm trying to grow out of that. I did shaved myself recently under my arms because I wanted to do something. I wanted to put my arms up. So I was like, let me just shave. You know, I like shaving, but not really. So now when my hair grows back, I'm not going to shave it. If I don't want to shave it, I'm not shaving it. That's just that. But, you know, I love my nose. I used to hate my nose because it was just so big. That's what at least I told myself. That's the story I told myself. I love my nose now. You know, I love my smile. I love, ooh, the animal of the earth scared me. Flew a little close to my balcony there. I love my lips. Gotta keep my eye on that one. He's feisty. I just love every part of me, and I know that these locks help me to see that just a little bit better, you know. And like I said, I was loving myself before I had the locks, but it's all, you know, it's progressive. I had a fade, and that was basic. That was the beginning to loving myself. But something about that era, something about that phase of my life, I still was willing to conform, and I was still willing to fit in and look like someone else or be like this person. But now it's just like everything that I do is for me. The words that are coming out of my mouth aren't to please anyone else, but they're words that are literally coming from me. And I think because I love myself first, my heart became so open and I was able to accept love. Not something in the form that I thought was love, but something that is really raw and really genuine. And to even try to explain that love is not even easy to explain because it's something that you can only feel. You know, loving myself, I opened my world up to a relationship that I never thought that I could even have. You know, sometimes we think that we want this and we want that, and most of the time the things that we want are pretty superficial, especially when finding a partner. We want superficial things in a partner. We don't even realize that that's what we're looking for. But now I'm in a state where I feel like I'm leaning more toward my natural state. And with my significant other, it's just the same way. I think that we both needed just the same things, and in needing those same things, we were able to come together and join and unite and create such a big flame full of love. You know, most importantly, a love that's rooted within ourselves first, you know, and then a love that we can spread out to other people. So, you know, it's not easy, but it's definitely a process every single day to just say, like, you're fine the way you are. Like, chill. Who are you doing this for? Because most of the time we're doing other things for other people. We're not doing it to please ourselves. We're doing it to please someone else, and then we'll get that little pleasure, so we're going to do it anyway because we're going to find pleasure in it too. But, you know, I just say that it is, you know, I wish I had a line. It's probably like, this might be a mind thing, but every time I'm in California, I have the best fruit. This avocado is smacking, and it's just crazy. I love it. Let me dip it in this saucy sauce, hot sauce. Oh my God. You know, I'm not saying that I'm free from the thoughts of what other people are thinking of me. But I am coming to the understanding that that's absolutely none of my business what they're thinking of me. You know, my business is what I think of me. And if I think bad things about me, then when I go out into the world, it's going to show. And when I think good things of me and I go out into the world, you're going to see it. It's going to radiate. And it's going to shine through. The aura surrounding me will be a little bit brighter than it was when I had no love for myself, or when I had a little bit. Just getting that little extra piece of love for yourself, you're changing. So, man, I feel so much, but every time I try to come and talk about it, it's like a block. Because like we all know, some things are just meant to be felt. So, Loc Lessons, man, that's just one of them. There's so many of them, but I feel like that was just a really core foundation. And I'm not saying I'm going to have locks for life. I don't know, because I thought I was going to have a fade for life. but maybe the fade wasn't doing it for me. Maybe I needed to progress a little bit further. So yeah, the locs are what they are right now, and I mean, I'm just in that natural state that I just enjoy so much, and I don't put down other people for what they enjoy and what they think is love and what they think is beautiful, because I think there's beauty in everything. But this is what it is for me, and I don't want anyone to feel that they had to do this. No, you do what's best for you. You know, if you feel like doing that, then that's what's best for you, then that's what's best for you. But make sure you're always doing what's best for you, and make sure that you have you in mind when making decisions about you. We don't have ourselves in mind enough. We fool ourselves and say we have ourselves in mind, but in actuality, we don't. So, my tea is probably done now. Love and blessings to you. I hope you all are having a really good day. I mean, I know my day is about to be great. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to hike to the beach with a coworker of mine. And normally when I'm here, I do like to be with myself. I like to go to the beach with myself, and I like to sit with myself. But I also think that nothing is wrong with me changing that concept, like being a little bit more adventurous. You know, I learn something new with everyone that I encounter. And with her, I feel like I'm adventurous, but she gave me a little bit of her adventure. So, and for her, I may have taught her a little bit more when it comes to speaking, or when it comes to listening about things. So I appreciate everyone that I can learn something from. You know, more than likely, sometimes you learn really good things. But sometimes you might learn to not be rude like the person you're working with or on side of, but there's always a lesson to be learned with everyone. So with her, I just learned to just get off my path a little bit and allow that spontaneous flow to just hit me like a rush. I mean, the day is beautiful, and I know it's going to be really, really good. Let me show you my background really quick, and I'm going to peace out of here. Eventually, I know that I'm going to move away and kind of settle somewhere where there's a little bit more nature, not too city-like. But for now, I am where I am, but life will always take me exactly where I'm meant to be.